Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It is a few minutes before 12:30, but I decided to jump on and let's go live. For those of you who don't know me, I am Hillary, the marketing mom. I'm a social media manager and digital marketing strategist, and I have been running with these shows, Ready, Set, Grow, to help moms in particular and all entrepreneurs get into action. All right. A lot of us are going through this post COVID era, especially here in Trinidad. But for many people outside, they're still in it, all right? And you're probably feeling a little stuck, a little uncertain about where the future lies, all right? Today, my message is simple, but it may not be easy, all right? And that is what it is. There are simple things around us all. And I particularly, as you know, I love to link things with our children. All right. So, one of the things that's always fun and exciting about linking things with our children business is simple, but it's not necessarily easy. How many times do you have to remind, for those who have kids, how many times do you have to remind your kid to say please? Okay. We got a little joke with our little one. She goes, what a mees. All right. What a mees, what a mees. We got a little joke with her. But it's consistently reminding her, you got to say please. You got to say please. What's the other thing that you're always struggling with to get kids to say and do? Thank you. Thank you, mommy. Thank you. Thank you. Simple, right? The word is very simple. It's like a no brainer, but it's really hard to get them to say it, all right? So it's not easy. It's by no means easy. But, it's like, thank you. Thank you. Just say it, all right? And then the other thing that we're always struggling with is when they do something wrong, you want them to say sorry, and they just walk away like indignant, like, I didn't do anything. You got to get them to say, I'm sorry, right? Again, simple, but not easy. And in business, what we find is that there's so many little things, the little things that are simple. And let's think of life. What makes life hard? The hard stuff or the easy stuff? All right? It's hard to get up every morning and make breakfast because it's just like, can I just skip breakfast today? It's hard to do lunch, but is scrambling eggs really that hard? It's simple, right? It's something simple to do, but the mere fact of having to do it over and over and over and over again is what makes it a little more difficult. So a lot of things in business and a lot of things in life, yes, they're simple. They're very simple. Closing a door, saying please, saying thank you, they're all simple things, but sometimes they're just not easy to do. A smile, it's so simple, and yet it's just not easy to do. A lot of the times, especially in business, and this is something that I realized a couple years ago, is that simple things could be boring. All right. They're the boring things. And sometimes in business, you've got to do the boring things in order to advance your business. All right. Sometimes you have to do the things that make life pleasant. All right. Please, thank you. I'm sorry. I give my word. I promise. All right. There's some of these things that you just have to do that, yes, they're simple to do, but they're a little on the difficult side because it takes some effort. It takes something out of you to actually do that. It takes digging into you as a person to do that. Um, and sometimes hard for yourself and it makes life hard for others. But the things that we see as boring, as simple, as things that make life pleasant, those are the things that matter, in a sense, whether it's in raising your children, whether it's in running your business, or whether it's in just being a better person. All right. And there's simple solutions around us all if we think about it. And sometimes we don't think about it, right? So perfect example this morning. You know, when you have you got the phone and you always have to answer the phone and you're always going to where the cordless phone is to pick it up, right? The problem isn't that the phone is all the way over there because you want the phone over there so it stays charged. How about bring the charger to where you are? Simple solution, right? But we didn't think about that. We didn't make that connection. So now that we bring the charger, right, to where we're sitting all the time, We don't have to always get up and go over to where the phone is. And yes, this may seem like, okay, duh, Hillary. But the reality is we sit in our problems. Many of us sit in problems with simple solutions at our fingertips, but we don't realize it. They're simple, right? But it's not necessarily easy to do, because it's like you have to pull out. You have to think out of the box sometimes for these simple things. So, one of the things that made things simple for me was doing two things. I first identified, and if you watched our live yesterday with Deb and I, you would realize that we talked about identifying things in your business, identifying things in life. So one of the things that we identified as parents was that we have to get our children to say, please, thank you, sorry, I give my word. 4 things, right? Please, sorry, thank you. All right. I give my word. Because if you think about, a lot of the things that break down relationships, they may not hang up on the please and thank you, but they kind of hang up on the I'm sorry and I promise, right? When you make promises, you got to keep them, right? And I'm not getting into societal breakdowns here. We know where that comes in, right? So one of the things that we identified as parents was that we got to get our children to always say that, please, thank you, sorry, I give my word. And then we make sure we do it today. So we say, we're going to do it today, the simple task today, and we're going to do it tomorrow. And those are the only 2 things that we focus on, today and tomorrow. Okay. And then tomorrow, we do it today and tomorrow. And then the day after that, we do it today and tomorrow. Okay. Whatever the things that you need to do in your business, you do it today and you do it tomorrow. Those are the 2 things that you have to do. I know it's simple, right? But when I talk about do these 2 things, it's one, identify the task, and then do it today and do it tomorrow. And don't think about anything else. That's the task that you're going to do today and tomorrow. And instead of thinking about, oh gosh, I'm going to have to do it this next month, and I'm going to have to do this next week. And no, forget about all of that and just do it today and tomorrow. And then God willing, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going to do it today and tomorrow. And then God willing, the next day you're going to wake up and you're going to do it today and tomorrow. And that is what makes the things simple and easy to do. All right. Because if you do them consistently, a lot of people talk about consistency, right? Consistency is about doing it today. And if you always think about doing it today, it's going to be done today. All right. If you're given a day, then do it today. And that is what consistency is. It's not thinking about, I have to do it every day this week. It's about doing it today, because you only have today. Today is the only day that you have to do anything in. Tomorrow's not here. Okay. So do it today. And then tomorrow, when you wake up, God willing, you do it today. It's today. You do it today. All right. So identify what are those things that you need to do. Now, one of the things that, 7 years ago, and a lot of people, I saw recently somebody's talking about business and online business, and they asked, do I need to do live stream? And I said, well, it's not mandatory, but seeing that we can't go anywhere, how are you going to connect with people? All right. Now, this was me 7 years ago, long before live stream, where we were doing videos. I didn't want to get on video. All right. And I'm going to show you something really quickly here. You don't need to get on video because you're still hearing me, right? So if you're afraid of video, you could just do that. Take the camera off and just start talking to the talking head. You see the head's talking? Just do that. And then you don't have to worry about being seen. That's step 1. Okay. Okay. And then you're doing something. But don't ask the 1,000,001 questions that are going to stop you from doing the simple things that push your business forward, that push your family forward, that push you from a personal development standpoint forward. Don't do that to yourself. Do the simple things and do them today, and do them today, and do them today. Have a great day and go and do something that's going to push you forward.